Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the USC Trojans and the Texas Longhorns. It's always a challenge when you have to go to the backup quarterback, and one of these teams is going to find out about that today as we check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. They are without their star quarterback, but they have a ton of belief in the backup. Even though he's not highly recruited, he has been here in the system. He could have transferred last year and left this program, but because he stayed, he's got a lot of trust and faith with his teammates. They're going to do everything possible to make sure he gets off to a good start, and they have his back early in this game. Back to you.
And the Longhorns kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Pratt. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And what's to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man in the middle. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Wolf. He's going to take off. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
They punt it away on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, Dave.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making checks. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorn!
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Some misdirection with the counter.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to the ground with the running back. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They stop him in his tracks and they'll head to the other side of the field. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Headed to the edge, it's Chester. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score. The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll move the tight end. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Wolf. Got it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Rush is on him. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll run it. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! Excellent pass by the back on the option. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. He gets away. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. These corners backing off a bit. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires left. It's complete. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got an open man. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And the try is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. And it's the Buckeyes trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Wolf. Complete to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Here's a little room there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
keep it on the ground. And they're able to make the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? A designed run for the quarterback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Motion from the wideout. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Pratt. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground.
Caught on the outcut. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he puts through the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll run it again. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Punt is in the air. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Pratt. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Throws to the tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play that
makes the catch, and he's free. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. From the gun, give on the inside. At the 35, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown USC. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Dropping back, it's Wolf. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. Inside the 30. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. He's got him at the 40. There he goes. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Right back to the well. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Trojans. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Wolf. Under fire. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback keep. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Pratt. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Just keep slinging it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go right back to him. Could be an alley. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They want that clock to run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver.
Might have a chance. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot. Still a good team. Still a lot of time to do some great things in front of them. Today was a disappointing day.
Us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.